Greetings and welcome to this week's Midweek Meditation with the Minister. I'm Reverend D.C. Fortune of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of the South Jersey Shore. We are in March. We are in the middle of March, which puts us with the Ides of March and Purim and the Feast of St. Patrick and St. Bridget and all manner of things. But our monthly theme is renewing faith. And it's a good time to think of all of those different narratives, so many of which are about people who belong to a marginalized or a targeted culture and population, resisting and overthrowing and fighting back against those who are oppressors or would do them harm. When we talk about renewing faith, we are also, this Unitarian Universalist Congregation, is about to kick off our annual stewardship drive, which is when we do our annual fundraising drive, and we try and collect people's pledges for the year so that we can make a budget for the upcoming year. Now, this year we're going into a transition time where the congregation will be without a minister for the coming year. But that doesn't mean that we don't pledge. Actually, it means relying on each other is more important this year than in years past. This is a time when the congregation needs to move forward together. Again, in line with our renewing faith theme, this is a time for the congregation to renew and rebuild and reconstitute itself, understand who it is and what its purpose is, and what it means to belong and what it means to be a Unitarian Universalist. Those are all really big questions that are good to explore and good to explore as a community together. So, mid-March, we are at the equinox between winter and summer as well, which is a wonderful place to be. Daylight savings time has just happened, so things are brighter later, and especially for those on the eastern edges of time zones, it's a delightful time of year. Spring is happening. There are crocuses in my yard. It is a good time to talk about renewal. So I invite you this week to think about renewal and renewal of faith, renewal of commitment to communities that you care about, to whether that's a faith community or a neighborhood or a family that maybe has come under some stress and some strain during these times of COVID. The isolation has been tough on all of us. So I invite you to think about what you want to put your energy into, what you want to invest in and renew, what you want to see blossom, whether it's for the first time or again after a long hiatus. And I want you to think about what it means to renew your faith, whether that's a faith in humanity or a faith in a higher power or a faith in the power of nature. For me, this is a time when I love to look outside at nature and see the power of the changing of the seasons. That wonderful cycle of seasons and of life and of birth and death and springtime coming and new shoots putting forth. So it is a time of renewal. It is springtime. And I invite you to lean deeply into that thought. That's this week's midweek meditation with the minister. We worship at 10 a.m. Eastern Time here in Galloway, New Jersey, at our building at 75 South Pomona Road. I hope you can join us. If you can't join us in person, we do broadcast live on Facebook Live. You can find our page at UUCSJS, or you can find us online at uucsjs.org. There are all the right buttons there to click and donate and join and check us out. I hope you will do that. And in the meantime, I hope you are able to enjoy some portion of warm spring weather and sunshine and get a feeling of renewal and rebirth yourself. Be well.